Oh my gosh, what a story behind that. And these poor people in this sailboat, 40-knot winds, and they were anchored out here in this pass. And their anchor broke loose, and they ended up here in the rocks in no time.
Welcome to Expedition Sea Nest. Join us this week as we show you how to hunt for lobster and explore a sunken sailboat and learn more of the details behind the sad story of how it happened. A must-have on the boat is a tube of superglue. My wetsuit hood was very uncomfortable, so Michael cut it off for me and finished the edges with superglue.
Alright, so I'm just putting some superglue on the first half an inch of these things.
The seams only?
The seams, yeah. I think there's one seam. I don't think I've done this seam yet. So this is going to prevent it from coming unraveled.
Now it was time for an adventure.
People in this sailboat, they were anchored out here in this pass, and their anchor broke loose, and they ended up here in the rocks in no time, and obviously broke a hole in the hull, and it sank up on the rocks. Apparently for a few days it was sitting up there, and then it washed out into this deeper water.
We're getting awful close to the...
Yeah, we are. I'm going to hold us here. And
I think the anchor's broken. That's our problem. Our anchor broke as well.
Well, you know why? It's because the bottom here is not suitable. It's a scoured bottom. In other words, this high currents in this area here has washed all the sand away and anything to hold on to. So it says, it shows it as a place to anchor. I dove on this bottom here and there's just no sand or anything. There's a sailboat out here that's anchored, because on any chart it shows an anchor icon, so they anchor here. But they're not always safe. There's just, like they're saying, this place here, there's a few cracks, there's a few shelves in the bottom you can hook your anchor onto, but for the most part there's nothing. And these people, if they were here in high winds or even not high winds, they could easily come loose here. So it's not a safe place to anchor at all. So you can't always go by the anchor icon on these charts and maps.
And then it was time to go and find some dinner. We returned to the boat and cleaned up, wondering about the details of the shipwreck. Then, coincidentally, a couple of friendly kayakers stopped by to say hello and shared a very interesting tale with us.
So the sailboat, so we saw this, I'll just start the story. So we saw this, as it looks like a ketch that's laying at the entrance. It looks like it's in about 30-40 feet of water.
It's not even that deep, it's maybe 15 feet.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Maybe on low tide, yeah? Okay.
It was 40 knot winds, and we were anchored about a mile away.
Yeah.
And then we only have internet like once a week, like when we activate our phone. Right. So we put on our phone that evening, and I saw on Facebook that there was a boat that needed help, and that it had come loose during the night, and the anchor wasn't holding. It's a really bad spot out there to anchor in the first place.
Is that where they anchored, right in that pass?
Yeah. Ooh. There were 3 other boats there at that time.
Really?
And there's not even space for that many boats.
Now, was it an east wind? Was it an onshore?
No, it was a north wind.
No, it came from
northwest.
From that.
It was northwest.
Northwest. Oh, really?
And but it was already dark by then, so we couldn't even go and look. So the next morning we took the kayak and went to see it. Yeah. And they were up on the rocks, and the owner was there with another dinghy, and they were emptying as much as they could from it. and it was up there on the rocks for 2 days until it collapsed and went in the water.
Right.
And that day we saw a Bahamian boat there, and they were diving, and I don't know, they was probably just taking whatever they could from it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Stainless.
But then for 3 more weeks, we could smell the fumes like half a mile away. The diesel coming into the water.
Yeah.
And they don't have any regulations here, or that they don't do anything about boats that sink.
Yes.
No.
It was an older couple.
Yeah.
Who had
And they
that
were
boat.
okay.
Yeah, they were okay.
Yeah. Must have been terribly frightening.
But luckily there were a few more other boats there that were able to help.
Right. And you know what's interesting I found is that there's, you know, on the charts, it shows like the anchor sign. And just because it shows an anchor sign doesn't mean you have to anchor there. Do you know what I mean?
An anchor sign.
No, it's a really bad spot in wind. It's a good anchorage for calm weather.
Yeah.
And it even says so if you read all the notes there.
Yeah.
It's good calm weather anchorage. We just saw 2 boats there the other day.
Yeah.
That were
Bouncing up
and down there the whole night.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I've noticed that. So people go strictly by what they see on the charts and say, well, there's an anchor logo or anchor icon, and they just go, well, that's got to be an okay spot. But it's not always the case, is it?
Not at all.
No.
And I mean, even we were down here anchored, and we put out over 200 feet of chain.
Wow. Yeah. And 40 knot winds.
Yeah.
Wow. And yeah, for sure, because you guys would have got the full brunt of it coming across here, that wind, wouldn't you?
Oh,
Yeah, but it's
we
really
have
shallow.
a wind generator, so I loved it. Going good.
Topped up your
Batteries are topped off. Life is
Yeah. And the waves can only build so big across this
good.
flat.
Like 3 feet at the most.
Yeah.
Probably 2 feet actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Oh, interesting, guys. Well, thank you so much for the story.
Our kayaking friends described a lovely hike on a trail on a beach not far away, so we decided to check it out later that day. We didn't find the trail, but we had a lovely walk on the beach. Well, we were told that there's a trail here. This kind of looks like a marker. And Michael says,
It looks like something.
yeah, a hard hat.
Yeah. It's a good hard hat. Nothing
Don't
inside
you dare
it.
put that on. Oh, yuck.
Well, you never know, you know. There could be monkeys throwing coconuts or something in there.
Right.
So I'll
Good
wear
to
it.
be safety first.
Yes, exactly.
Often the trails are marked with these buoys, so it was kind of hard to see.
Yeah, this one was kind of buried in behind
We
the
were
tree.
told, oh look, there's another one right here.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, but they're kind of like off. Usually they put it right off the edge of the beach.
Yeah, that's true.
So this one,
All right, well, let's just give it a go. I always like it when you go first,
you know.
because I feel like there's little squigglies.
Oh, yeah.
Does it look like a trail?
It does look like a trail. For the first little bit. Doesn't look like it gets used very often.
Right.
Oh, man.
Oh, dear.
Holy Christ. All right, I just ran out of trail.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what's this? Oh no, we ran out of trail.
No,
There's no more trail.
no more trail.
No.
All right, back again. It was, you know, after having lost the dinghy the one time, I'm always happy when we come back from a walk to see the dinghy right where it's supposed to be. It's one of those things that I don't completely trust anymore. But it'll be there when we get back, so happy to see her right where we left her.
Well, that was a good day. We are just finishing up. I just cleaned some lobster, and we're going to prepare that on the barbecue in a little bit. I'm just going to go for a swim. Oh, that is absolutely gorgeous. This is the trickiest part about lobster, is cutting it in half without stabbing yourself on these and cutting your fingers off. There, okay. Now it hasn't gone through the other side yet. See, it's broken the shell, so what you got to do is just stick it in here. Just good, like there. And you see that, and then you're pretty much ready. I can't believe this is very good for the knife. And these aren't good quality knives. There we go, done. And there is the 2 lobster tails. That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Lots of nice meat there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It was a good day.
Yeah, it was a great day. You're my hero.
We're in the shade, I know, guys. You can see the beach okay, but it's just so hot. If we were to lift this so that we were lit up, it would just melt us. We've had a long day in the sun, so we're just trying to stay out of it right now.
Cheers to everybody out there. And thanks for watching. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it.
And we would love to hear from you.
Yeah, it is.
So,
it's great to hear from everybody.
Shoot us a comment, and we'll do our best to get back to you.
And let us know if you want to see something else.